Salvete discipli. So this video is about indirect commands, yet another use of the subjunctive. Obiective, to be able to identify indirect commands, translate indirect commands, and create indirect commands. Quis est quis? Quick, stop here, identify these famous Romans, and get extractium. Unus, duo, tres, bam. Okay, let's take a quick review. Direct commands. Before we talk about indirect commands, we should talk about direct commands. It gives a command directly to one or more people, like run, or students listen, or don't run, students. In Latin, singular do and don'ts, these commands, are formed by A, chopping off the RE of the infinitive. So if you want to say walk, ambula. If you want to say live, vive. Listen, audi. Okay, so those are our do commands. The don'ts, you take the infinitive and put noli in front of it. So it's noli ambulare, don't walk. Noli vivere, don't live. Noli audire, don't listen. There are irregulars, duc, dec, foc, fair, and s. Notice they don't have the vowel, right? Well, s is b, right? It's from sa. Fair is from pharaoh. It wouldn't have a vowel. Foc is from focio, so make or do, but it just drops the vowel. Dec and duke. Dec is listen, or dec is say, but it also drops the vowel, and duke is lead, and it also drops the vowel. So just a few irregulars for you to know. The plurals for these do and don't commands. For the do's, you chop off the re of the infinitive and add a te, or you can think of it as changing the re to a te. If it is third or third io, though, you also have to make sure it has an ite and not an ete. So walk to a bunch of people, or more than one, period, is ambulate. Live to more than one person is vivite. It's third, vivo vivere, right? But that e is going to change to an I. And then listen. So if I wanted to say discipuli and tell all of you to listen, audite. For the don't part, you take the infinitive and put nolite in front of it, and that's all you do. So nolite ambulare, nolite vivere, nolite audire. Irregulars. This is only going to be irregular in the do's. So if I wanted to say speak or say, dicite, and that's actually not irregular. Ducite, again not. Facite, again not. They're third and third io, so you'd expect them to be made that way. But since they were in the singulars, a singular irregular, I'm giving them to you here. Ferte, notice there's no vowel, so that's kind of weird. And then este, well, again, for be and fair, bear, or carry, we just don't have that vowel. So indirect commands, quae sunt, what are they? Well, indirect commands appear more as an observation. You're not actually talking directly to someone. So if you think back to when we did indirect questions, same thing. Same idea. They express the command, wish, desire, hope, etc. of someone without telling them to do it directly. So, example, he told me to come, right? Or he told me that I should come. Notice it's more observational, third person. You ordered me not to rush. So I'm talking to the person, but it's about something they told me. It's more of an observation. Or you ordered me that I not rush. Sounds funky, but you'll know exactly why I had it like that in a moment. We warned you not to run, or we warned you that you should not run, right? More of an observational kind of thing. Indirect commands use ut if you're saying a positive one for the to do commands, and ne for the negative. So let's look at the same examples we had above. Dixit mihi ut venerem. He told me to come. Notice he's telling me to do something, so it's a to do command. I have the ut because it's to do, and I have the subjunctive venerem. He told me, dixit mihi. Note, he's telling it to me, so that's where the dative's coming in. Example 2. Mihi imperibus ne festnarim. You warned me, right? You gave the warning to me. So again, dative, not to rush. Ne, because it's negative, it's a not do. Festnarim. So how am I deciding which person? Why did I decide on Winirim and Festnarim? Well, because he told me that I should not come, or that I should come. You ordered me that I not rush. Who is the subject of those verbs in the indirect command? Well, both cases it's I, and it's first person. So therefore we chose that ending. Last example, te manuimus ne carreres. So we warned you that you should not run. Notice negative, so ne, subjunctive, carreres, and you should not run. You're the one who shouldn't run. So you being the ace ending there. An exception, nota bene, eubeo, eubere, yesi, yesis, doesn't use this construction. It simply uses an infinitive. So if I wanted to say he ordered me to come and I used eubeo, then it's usit me, he ordered me, venire, to come, which is, you know, the infinitive says to whatever. So not sure exactly why this verb is an exception, but it is. Here's some more exempla. If you'd like to continue on, pause, try them on your own, see if you can translate. I'm going to give you the answers now. Nautai deus orabant, the gods begged, or the sailors begged the gods, ut se servarent, ut to servarent, save, say them, right? To save them. Amicae te admonuimus ne omne vinum illud beberes. Friend, that's vocative. I'm talking to the person. Te admonuimus, we warned you, right? We admonished, we get the word admonished from this. We warned you, nay, not to bebere, drink, omne, all illud, that wine. 3. Incolai Romanos petiverunt, the settlers sought the Romans, or asked the Romans, petitioned the Romans maybe? Ut 2. Auxilium quam calerame mitterent, send that the Romans send aid, auxilium quam calerame, rather quickly. Well, that's all I got for you guys.